Everybody, I'm back for one more final rant on Series 11. Just the other day, I was watching my Trial of the Time Lord box set, and there's a nice little documentary on the fourth disc, which is the Ultimate Foe, which was the end of the Trial of the Time Lord. It's called Trials and Tribulations, about the troubled time that Colin Baker spent as the Sixth Doctor. And there's an interesting little thing about halfway through. There's a video from a show called Open Air that had a bunch of members from the Liverpool Doctor Who Appreciation Society, and one that was called out, and it's on this DVD set, so look it up. It's a young Chris Chibnall talking about how he wasn't impressed with the opening story, which was called The Mysterious Planet. Now, where I'm going with this is that The Mysterious Planet was written by the great Robert Holmes. Now, Robert Holmes, along with Phyllis Hinchcliffe, is responsible for probably the most successful run in Doctor Who ever series, Tom Baker's first 3 years. And it's amazing that even back then, Chibnall had the arrogance to come after, a legend's writing, and nowadays he's basically destroying the show. So it's not Davros that is the Doctor's greatest foe. It's not the Weeping Angels. It's not the Silence. It's Chibnall. Now, his plan coming into this series, which, one of the conditions was that he cast a female to play the role, which we'll come back to that. But it's the whole, I'm not going to do recurring villains and all brand new villains, which, okay, fine, that works. Especially if you can come up with something that catches fire like the Weeping Angels or the Silence. Instead, we got 2 episodes of Tim Shaw the Tooth Fairy. We got Killer Rags. We got a space racist. Naked space gremlin. Where a space frog. Yeah, can't forget Kermit the space frog. And yeah, then the just complete misuse of the Daleks in Resolution, which I believe the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes on that is like 17%. So good job. It's not just the fact that he couldn't come up with any good villains, or nobody that was on his writing staff could come up with good villains. Why couldn't he have resurrected some villains from the classic series that we hadn't used, like, say, the Draconians or the Sea Devils or Syl and the Mentors from Vengeance on Varos? That would have been a great villain to have, especially in these politically charged kind of themed episodes that he's been giving us. But nope, just lame-ass villains. So it's like I've stated on here how many times that I've not been able to rewatch any of Series 11 with the exception of The Woman That Fell to Earth, and I'll come back to that in a few minutes. But you want to take some of the most derided episodes of Doctor Who history, the Twin Dilemma, Time Lash. They usually come in dead last, usually. I know in 2009 they both did. But I can watch these any old damn day of the week and enjoy them any more than anything in Series 11. Which is going to get to another point. Up until now, everybody, or the majority of fandom, wants to think that Colin Baker is the worst Doctor out of the 14 that we've had. And now I have to go Colin over Jodie. Because at least with Colin, where Colin was in the, Technicolor raincoat, or Technicolor dreamcoat, and, the bad perm and choking Perry, he was still the Doctor. And we felt it, and we knew it, even at the end of the Twin Dilemma when he's looking at Perry and going, I am the Doctor, whether you like it or not. He still had weight. He still had presence, which is something that I've beat like a dead horse on these videos, but Jodie does not have. She does not own the role. It's kind of like going through when BBC America has been marathoning all these episodes for the last 2 weeks leading up to this. I don't believe that Jodie is the same character that punched a diamond wall for 4.5 billion years in their confession dial. I just don't believe that's the same character. The same way I don't believe that Jodie is the same character that looked at a fleet of Daleks in Bad Wolf and Parting of the Ways and said, no. It means no. I can't put it together that it's the same character because it doesn't feel like the same character. She came the closest probably in The Woman That Fell to Earth when she was on the crane with Tim Shaw. That is the closest she's come to feeling like the Doctor, but nowhere since then. And this whole nervous confidence that she has, that, some critics are saying, oh, the nervous confidence of Jodie Whittaker. That's not what the Doctor is. Not nervous confidence. Force of nature. Baker, Pertwee, Tennant, Eccleston, Capaldi. That's the Doctor. Even Peter Davison and Paul McGann had their moments, and Sylvester McCoy, for Christ's sake. In Remembrance of the Daleks, when he's facing off with Davros and going unlimited rice pudding or whatever, it's the Doctor. Jodie has had nothing anywhere near that. And it's not going to get into this whole thing about He-Man woman hating about, oh, because it's a woman. Because Michelle Dockery, Haley Atwell, Olivia Colman, they could have pulled this off. Jodie doesn't have it. I don't know how many times everybody else in fandom, the majority of us, if you believe all the YouTube stuff and Rotten Tomato scores, that the majority of us don't like it. We don't like the direction, we don't like the writing, and we don't like the Doctor. It's just... And then we want to get to the companions. Okay, Yaz the Useless, who actually in The Woman That Fell to Earth, she had a bit of a story arc. She was bitching and complaining to her superiors at the police department. She wanted more responsibility. She wanted more authority. And it was like, okay, is this going to be a recurring theme with Yaz through the series? No, it hasn't been. She's just kind of been there. I mean, Nyssa was more of a presence in the Peter Davison run than Yaz has been the entirety of Series 11. Okay, then we've got Ryan, who his story arc with Graham and losing Grace and, doing the fist bump and calling him Gramps and everything, it actually did go somewhere. But the main thing about Ryan is the dyspraxia. It was a main thing in The Woman That Fell to Earth, and then it kind of fell off as the series went on. And then I think it got a throwaway mention in Resolution the other night when the Jeff Dunham puppet Dalek was trying to suck his deadbeat dad out through the door to the supernova, and not bad for a kid with dyspraxia. And it's like, oh, okay, that's the first time in 6-7 weeks that's been brought up, and that was supposed to be one of your character traits. And Graham, Bradley Walsh, the only positive out of this whole thing as far as a companion, and the whole, we can't call them companions anymore, we're going to call them friends or fam, which just makes my fucking skin crawl every time I hear her do that. And I forgot to mention this on my review last night, but the whole getting rid of Unit as part of a lame ass political joke, no. That was just, no. This is something else I've harped, and I've gotten some backlash on it in the comment section because, I've been a fan for over 30 years. And evidently, because I've been a fan for over 30 years, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, or I don't know as much about the show as I think I do. Maybe, maybe not. But I have devoted a good portion of my adult life to following this show, reading companion books that go with this show, reading novelizations of stories that go with this show, buying the merchandise, buying the DVDs, watching them. I'm just a fat old dude with a YouTube channel. I don't have all the bells and whistles that a lot of all these other channels do. I can't put up graphics or green screen or nothing. It's just a fat dude talking about Doctor Who. And it's something I'm passionate about because I'm a fan of the show, and I'm passionate. I don't like making these videos about how much I don't like it because I'm not getting enjoyment out of this. I'm getting some more views, I'm not gonna lie, but I'd rather it be because it's good, and it hasn't been. So this is my last rant on Series 11, and I'm really hoping that instead of taking the year off to 2020, that let's just put it away for about 5 years and come back on the 60th anniversary and start over. I think that would be kind of cool. It needs a rest because this is not working. So anyway, there's my last Series 11 rant. So until next time, keep on keeping on, and may the force be with who?